Hi there, and welcome back. And today we're going to talk about affirmations. Affirmations is a funny thing because there are some people who will swear by these, and then there are others who completely discount it or don't believe it. We're not going to really go into like a long list of different affirmations you can use, but mainly about what affirmations are and the real purpose behind them and how they actually work. Daily affirmations is a great way to help align your thoughts with your connection to life. It helps rewrite the inner dialogue that has been keeping you stuck on autopilot. Saying just a few positive words to yourself will change your perspective, and the energy will filter out into the world that you encounter. It may sound too simple to think that positive words can change you, but how many negative thoughts are you letting run your life? Now, we've talked about negative thoughts in past episodes, and we've talked about similar things like this. An affirmation is basically a statement or a declaration of emotional support or encouragement. It's basically like affirming something and making that become your new reality, your new truth. You know, by saying those thoughts over and over again, you are replacing the negative thoughts that you were having, and you are making a new declaration that you are this now. And the body is going to respond to that, and you're going to start seeing some changes in the way that your attitude is and others' attitudes towards you are going to be. When you use positive language, it has a positive effect on your perspective. We run with so many self-sabotaging thoughts that they become not only our second nature, but our reality. This is a small and simple change that you can make. Take a moment to say something positive about yourself and about your life. So do this at the moment. Try to say something positive about yourself and about your life. And write that down. Because I want you to hold on to that. Because that's the first thought that came to you once it's been presented to you. These are going to be things that you're going to add to a list later on to help affirm your new place and in your new role as the captain of your ship. The words you speak to yourself have power. They create thoughts that get expressed throughout your whole body. They change how you see and experience your reality. The words are just meaningless noise, which we have attached a meaning and an intent to. These are just things that you have been taught. When spoken aloud, they are just noise and a vibration in the airfield. Even when they are spoken through your inner voice, that vibration manifests itself into your body. Watch someone who is thinking and notice how they move. Have you ever noticed how you move with certain thoughts? And once again, this is a little bit more about, before you start really getting into the affirmations and creating for yourself, is to self-reflect and to just kind of take a few moments throughout the day and kind of watch yourself and see how different conversations and different language that you're using affects how it is that you are seeing the reality that's in front of you, how it is that you are moving, and then how it is that you are treating not only yourself, but the others that are around you. I know personally that, if someone comes and makes me mad, well, then that tends to kind of carry on because that's something then that you have to kind of let go of. But if you're having a great conversation with somebody, then the next person that comes up, you're ready to continue that because that's that positive emotion that's within you and it's vibrating. And we're going to get deeper into vibrations later on throughout these videos. But this is what this is about. Those thoughts create an intent. And that intent then is listened to the body and it causes it to vibrate. Everything in your body right now is vibrating. You are in motion even if you are just sitting still. And that vibration is either going to pick you up or it's going to bring you down. And so by putting in positives in these affirmations, it's going to lift your soul, lift your spirit, lift your thoughts. It's going to raise your vibration. And all of that's going to be reflected in the way that you are seeing your reality and the way that you are perceiving the events happening around you. Your body listens to those words and that intent. And with that intent, you shape what you will be and how you will behave. If all you think are negative thoughts, then that's all you will see is the bad in front of you. And all you will bring into your life will be negative reactions. Stop and realize that both good and bad exist in every moment of the day. Every moment has the potential to be both good and bad. It's all up to you to decide. It's up to you in the way that you view yourself. The other thing to keep in mind here is that you only hear what you want to hear. You only see what you focus on. And by using affirmations daily, you can shift the views and beliefs that you are holding on to. Everyone has had thoughts about not being enough. We've talked a lot about that. Being unlovable, being too old, or not being strong enough. We've all felt beaten by a challenge before we've even tried. This is part of those limiting beliefs that we have discussed, and we know our own limiting beliefs and the excuses we have used, even if you didn't admit them. And you know them. You know what those limiting beliefs are. And trust me, they know you. And the best way to deal with those is through daily affirmations. By replacing those irrational thoughts with thoughts that are empowering, you will realign with the source. It will change how you see yourself and how others see you. Shifting your thoughts can make you shine, can make you stand taller, and can make you walk stronger. Think thoughts like, I am part of the universe. I am love. I am connected with all that is good and pure. I am strong. I am happy. So there's a whole list of affirmations that you can use. Just remember, like the law of attraction, it all has to do with the words that you choose. I am well. I am healthy. I am loved. I am blessed. I am. And that's one of the tricks. It is in the language. Every bit of this comes down to the language that you are speaking. Because trust me, your body is listening and that vibration is going out into the world. So everybody else that you're interacting with, whether they realize it or not, is participating in it because they are being able to see that. And the universe is listening to that. The source is listening to that. And that's how you pull these things in. But it is all about that language. And it has to be clear language. It has to be defining language, and it has to be language that is direct. I am. You are making a declaration that you are this. Even if you are not, you need to start saying this and start adding this into your thoughts. I am strong. I am enough. I am loved. I am well liked. I am rich. I have plenty of money. All of these things are things that are working in a positive because they are direct. They are a directive. You want to limit things in your vocabulary and in making affirmations of things that are like wants. I want to be happy, or I need to be happy, or I need more money, or I hope that this works out for me. All of those thoughts are desires that, as we've discussed in the past, are like desires to have the brakes on, because life does not understand, the want, the hope, and all of that, but your body does. Your intention does, and that creates that vibration. And so what it ends up doing is it leaves you stuck because you keep saying to life and to yourself, well, I want. And that's exactly where you stay. You stay in wanting versus I am. And this is one of the keys to this, and why this is a really powerful key. If you can get this implemented into your thought process. It's going to be an amazing thing. Just like all of the rest of these, and the way all of these things are just shades of one another, and the way that they all just weave together, as we talked about with that bridge and the hands. All of this stuff works in unison. And so you need to start using declarations in clear language. I am, and whatever it is. Um, I had heard a long time ago one of the best ways to think about affirmations, and I absolutely loved this. And so we're just going to go over this. But it basically has described affirmations as seeds. A seed takes time to grow into a plant or a flower. It takes time to grow its fruit. It needs water, the right soil, the ideal conditions to grow. It doesn't happen overnight. In the same way, plant the seeds for your life. Uh, this will come up to where this is what our challenge is going to be for you, your homework, as we like to discuss, is to make a list of the changes that you would like to do in your life, the things that you wish that you were, and start reading that list. Place that list, somewhere where you're going to be able to see it daily. I know your refrigerator must just be covered by now with all these lists I keep talking about creating. But where you can read this, and make sure that you read this out loud. Reading it out loud is even more important than just thinking about it, because when you read it out loud, you are physically making that vibration, and you are making that a declaration out into the world, out into the universe, and it is going to be like a calling. Well, plant the seeds for your new perspective to grow, you know, and that's why reading this daily is important, because this stuff is not just going to happen for you overnight. Some of this stuff is going to take time, because you are basically creating a new autopilot, if you will. And by reading it out loud, that is like the water that you are putting onto that seed. And so be like the water and flow. And so until next time, you take care.